Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Pisces for July 2022. So Pisces, we are in the zodiac sign of Cancer. The element is water. The theme is emotions, but it's a fellow water sign, so you'll be fine. And you are in your 5th house, your house of fun. It talks about new life babies or making babies. It talks about one-night stands. It talks about throwing caution to the wind and just enjoying the month. The energy is the Emperor. However, he may have a different idea. So the Emperor's very much about, it's about discipline. It's about the slow, steady route to success. It's about just using strategy, being very sort of, in a way, calculated about how you get what you want in terms of projects, career, even relationships. The Emperor can indeed talk about a very sort of man at the top of his game. It could be also an analogy for your father, and also the analogy of control. So Pisces, I'm sure you'll work out which one works for you. Okay, where you are right now. And we have the Empress. Beautiful card. The Emperor and now the Empress. So this is all about the feminine side. So we've got the masculine and the feminine there blending together with the energy where you are right now. So it's everything feminine, but it's about abundance. It's about things just working out for you. Once again, babies, you know, and she is the Empress, is the eternal mother, can be about your mother as well. So all those attributes of the female rolled into one there as to where you're at the moment, Pisces. So it's a pretty nice card to start the house of fun, in your house of fun, the 5th house. Let's see what's influenced this, and in fact the whole reading. And we have Judgment. So karmic debt has been cleared. No more debts karmically. No wonder you're sitting with the Empress there. So that just means, you know, you've actually done your time. You've done a full cycle of perhaps, you know, paying off some karma to somebody, or they've been paying it off to you, and now you are free of it. So in essence, the Judgment card just talks about the second chance, or a new beginning in terms of spiritual, but in the spiritual realm, not so much in the material world. It's like we get it in the material world, but the karma is something that all human beings sort of gather and pay, or it comes at them, whichever way you look at it. So very much debts are, karmic debt is free, it's finished, you've cleared it. Brilliant. Let's see what was happening in May, June. And the Star, so being on your path and knowing you're in the right place at the right time, knowing that all the people that are indeed have crossed your path in the last 4 weeks, coming to 5 weeks now, are indeed meant to be there as well. So that's interesting too, with that karmic debt being cleared. So it's just letting you know, basically, another major card, Pisces, that you're exactly where you're meant to be. So just keep moving forward with all that faith and hope that we always have to sort of manifest, especially when things are going a bit awry, and then you think, no, well, it's supposed to be like this, so I'll just work through it. Recent influences, and we have, oh my God, Pisces, look at you. The Hierophant, so very much the moral compass, listening to your own moral compass. We all have our own version of the moral compass, and that's entirely up to us, whatever that is and however that flies. But this is very much a card that sort of guides us into definitely using that moral compass when making decisions, or with whatever's been going on here. It's almost like an affirmation that you've kind of used that, or if you haven't used it, you've got to use it in the future, just how you feel about things, rather than going with the group. with the Hierophant, you can just go, well, no, that actually doesn't work for me. It's not something that I want to do. So there you go, Pisces. Let's see what your lesson is. And the Ace of Cups, so new connections or connections with someone from the past that's appeared back in. It's very much an emotional card because it belongs to the Cups sweet suit. So it's all about that reconnection. And Pisces, you'll know that very well too, because it's very much a water, an emotional card, but it's also, you're in a fellow water sign of Cancer at the moment, so this will ring true and deep for you, this reconnection that's really sort of beaming down upon you. So it's a really, it's a card of uprushing emotion, of just like, yeah, this connection with this person. Or it could be a thing that you like to do. It could be anything that gives you that emotional rush, I suppose, and that emotional lift in the life. Near future, so first week of July. And we have divine time coming in, Pisces. I rest my case. So everything, once again, it's another affirmation card from the spiritual realm that the right time is now coming for whatever it is you want to manifest. So go for it. Often people will, you know, try to make things happen and it doesn't happen. But as soon as you get Temperance in the mix, it's like, yeah, well, now it's right. Now go now. Do it now. Let's see what's happening you're not realising. And we have new connections with the Page of Cups. Maybe a new love affair or a new connection sort of just starting to sprout there. So don't ignore it, Pisces. It's very, very much got a lot to go with it. You've got the Ace of Cups and then you've got the Page of Cups. So it's very much emotion, having fun. Like you just might meet someone randomly on your travels wherever and there's just a click. They just seem to cross your path. But this layout, it looks like everything is as it's meant to be. So don't miss out on opportunities, especially with emotional connections, Pisces. Okay, how others see you. And past life story of the Six of Cups. So very much people sort of thinking about you. You know, these can be people going way, way back in your life. But it's that past lifey recognition of going, I want to contact that. I wonder where that person is. Let's get in touch. Let's find that. Let's rekindle that spark. So very nice card. But it just shows that other people around that are connected to you are indeed thinking of you. And they might be people you haven't seen for a very long time, but there it is. So it's a very auspicious month for you, Pisces, by what we've got here. Okay, let's see the positive feelings. And we have the Ace of Coins. So you've got money for whatever it is you want to do. And this is always a nice card to get, especially, you know, when we're thinking of new connections or thinking of going to meet someone that you haven't seen for a long time, and it's just sort of saying you've got the money, you know, you're fine, you just go for it. There's nothing, money's not an excuse you can use not to reconnect with people, because this one's affirming the fact that you've got all you need at the moment, especially at the moment, because everyone's, you know, worried about the money in the banks. But make of it what you will, but do what your heart desires, Pisces. There's money there. Also down in the Australia here, we have tax time coming, so yes, it might be a nice little incentive to get some money back from them. Okay, the outcome is the Eight of Pentacles, so there we go again. The Master's Apprentice, just doing really well in terms of your day job, but then sort of looking out as well at alternatives, hobbies that could become a money spinner. For those in the old, you know, sort of middle age and up, they may be looking for, you know, ways to invest the money so they've got a bit of a return later on when they don't need to work or they don't want to work anymore. So this is a card that really sort of tells you to sort of always keep that sort of youthful outlook with your job and your money, and always looking for something else that you love to do that can become something that really you can sort of live off at a later stage, especially the more mature people. But then, of course, the younger ones these days as well are very savvy in terms of, you know, doing what they want and getting into all sorts of business with really good prospects. So nice on all aspects, your reading, Pisces. So let's see, your lesson or your message is generosity. A true spiritual life is not possible without a generous heart. When you act in the true spirit of generosity with no expectations, your heart expands outwardly as a consequence of that compassion and loving kindness to be found within. So beautiful card as well there. So you just have a great month, Pisces. Thank you very much for listening.